For the next part of our discussion po dito sa ating integral calculus, we have another sets of formulas, another set of basic integration formulas when it comes to trigonometric functions naman. So one, we have integral of sine u, which is the negative cosine u plus c. Integral of cosine u du is positive sine u plus c. Integral of secant squared u du is equal to tangent u plus c. We have the integral of cosecant squared u du is equal to negative cotangent u plus c. Integral of cosecant u cotangent u du is equal to negative cosecant u plus c. Number 6, secant u tangent u du is equal to secant u plus c. And then, yung 7 to 11 is just optional po. So, yung 7 to 11, ito naman po, ay galing lang naman do sa first 6. Kumbaga, na-derive lang po yung integration formula sa 7 to 11 from 1 to 6 po. Dun galing yun. Para lang hindi na kayo mas mahaba yung integration nyo. Pwede nyo gamitin si 7 to 11. But sometimes, yung 7 po, ayan, saka yung 7 is kung minsan, pati pala yung 8. Ayan. May times kasi na yung dalawa na yan ay like sa 7. May encounter nyo siya, yung integral of tangent u du is equal to positive ln of secant u plus c. So sige, tingnan natin bakit ganun. So kapag naging sagot kasi natin is negative ln cosine u plus c, ito po ay additional concept lang din. Baka kasi mas magsagot kayo and iba yung nasa answer key. And then, ganito yung naging sagot nyo, akala nyo mali. Let's try to analyze. Yung cosine u, ayan, alam natin na ang value din yan is 1 over secant u. So, negative ln, ayan. Yung cosine u sa loob ng absolute value ni ln is palitan natin ng 1 over secant u plus c. Ayan. And we have here yung division. Di ba? Division yan, fraction. So, pwede po natin yung i-rewrite as ln 1 minus, dahil nga po division, ln secant u plus c. And we know that ln 1 is equal to 0. So yung negative na to o yung negative sign na yan, and then we have the minus sign dito sa loob. Pag pinag-multiply natin yan, dinistribute dito, magkakaroon tayo ng positive ln of secant u. Kaya mag-a-arrive din po tayo sa integral of u du is equal to ln of secant u. So pwedeng ito tandaan nyo or pwede rin naman po ito. Mahalaga alam nyo paano sila connected. Okay? So, then, pwede niyo rin gawin ito, yung ginawa nating solution, doon sa number 8. Kasi kung minsan naman po, yaan ay negative ln of cosecant u. So, try natin naman siyang i-derive. So, we know that sine u is equal to 1 over cosecant u from trigonometry. Okay, so palitan lang natin yung nandun sa loob ng 1 over cosecant u plus c is equal to, so again, fraction po yung nasa loob ng ln natin. Therefore, magkakaroon tayo ng ln 1 minus ln cosecant u plus c. Again, ito ay 0. Therefore, meron kang negative ln of cosecant u plus c. So, yan din po ay si cotangent u du. Therefore, dalawa yung pwede nyo tandaan when it comes to our integration formulas pagdating sa integral of cotangent u. Kayo na po bahala kung ano yung gagamitin nyo. Depende rin sa choices if multiple choice ang problem natin. So, now let's proceed to our examples. So for number 1, we have integral of x cosine of 2x squared plus 7 dx. Again, we have two functions here. We have x as an algebraic function and we have cosine 2x squared plus 7 as trigonometric function. So baka isipin na naman natin, since dalawa yan na function na pinagsama or pinagmultiply, baka maisip agad natin, sir, proceed tayo sa IBP. But take note, hindi po agad ganun. Di ba, ang usapan natin, gagamitin lang si IBP kapag hindi na natin pwedeng gamitin si ln U. Since isa sa mga integration technique si IBP, kapag hindi gumagana si let U. So, try nating mag-let U. So, dito sa ating trigonometric function sa integration at nagle-let U ka, ang nile-let U natin kadalasan is yung angle ng trigonometric function. Wherein, eto si 2x squared plus 7, and then we get its derivative or du. So 2 times 2 is 4, x raised to 2 minus 1, or 1, yan nakatago. Then, dx. So again, dapat yung natira after mo mag-let u, ito ay kamukha noong derivative ni u. We have x dx na natira dyan, and we have 4x dx na du. So hindi sila totally magkamukha, pero pag ginawa natin to, dinivide natin both sides by 4, yung ating equation, we will have x dx equal to du over 4. So palitan po natin yung original integrand ng in terms of u. So we have cosine yung u natin na 2x squared plus 7 du over 4. Ito po yun. Meron tayong constant na 1/4. Ilalabas lang natin yan. And then we have integral of cosine u du. Then we apply our basic integration formula for trigo function, cosine. So 1/4. Integral of cosine u is sine u plus c, or 1/4 times yung sine natin, u, palitan natin ng 2x squared plus 7 plus c. So now we have our value for number 1. Next, we have example number 2. Integral of sine x cube dx. Kung mapapansin natin, um, parang hindi siya pwedeng i-integrate agad. Why? Kasi wala naman tayong integration formula na merong raised to 3. Laging raised to 1 lang po yun. So kung magle-let u ka naman, anong ile-let u mo? X. Let u is equal to x. Then once you get our du, dx ang lalabas. Okay, so pwede nyo naman itry para makita natin. So sin u raised to 3, huwag nyo kakalimutan, du. So wala pa rin. You just simply change the variable. Parang ganun lang ginawa natin. So ngayon, dyan papasok yung another integration techniques na isisingit na rin po natin. Ano? Yung tinatawag natin na trigonometric integrals, wherein we substitute trigonometric identities. Ano? So dito, pwede natin gamitin yung sine squared x is equal to 1 minus cosine squared x. Kaya lang, dito sa example natin, sin x raised to 3 yan, or sin cube x yung nakalagay. Hindi naman sin squared x. Ang gagawin natin, mag-extract tayo ng isang sin squared x, ihiwalay natin sa isang sin x dx. Okay, ngayon palitan natin yung sin squared x ng 1 minus cosine squared x times sin x. Then yung natitira na dx. Now we distribute our sin x, each term doon sa pinalit natin. So we have sin x minus sin x cosine squared x, then yung ating dx. So ngayon meron tayong minus sign or negative sign sa gitna ng dalawang term. Therefore, we could separate them into two terms. We have sin x dx minus sin x cosine squared x dx. Dun sa ating first integral, we know that the integral of sin x dx is just simply equal to negative cosine x. Okay? Minus. Ito, wala tayong direct na integration. Okay? So ngayon, try natin, balik tayo kay let u. The problem is, sino ang ile-let u? Again, make sure na yung ile-let u natin, pag dinerivative natin siya, kamukha nung matitira doon sa integral natin. Okay, so try kaya natin si sin x, i-let u. Okay, and once you derivative o differentiate sin x, ang lalabas ay cosine x dx. So let's see. Ito yung natira. Ayan yung natira. Ito yung lumabas na derivative niya. The problem is, wala namang 2 ito. Ano? So hindi sila magkamukha. Therefore, hindi po pwede na yun yung i-let u natin. Let's try to use the other one. Yung cosine x. Ayan. Cosine x. Okay, sir, bakit hindi kasama yung square? I-try din natin. Sige. S equal to, kunin nyo yung derivative. Di ba pwede yung i-rewrite na cosine x? Ganyan. Now we differentiate. So 2 cosine x, derivative of cosine x is negative sine x dx. Again, ang natira ay sine x dx. Ang nakuha natin ay negative 2 cosine x sine x dx. Kamukha ba o hindi? Obviously, hindi po. Therefore, mali na naman yung napili natin na u. But what if we do this? Let u is equal to cosine x. Du is equal to derivative of cosine x is negative sine x dx. Okay? Ang natira po ay ito, sin x dx. Kahawig, yes. Ayan. But the problem is may negative sign tayo dito. And alam naman natin paano yun alisin. Divide both sides by -1. Magkakaroon ka ng sin x dx is equal to negative du. Okay? So integral of yung cosine squared x natin, yun yung u squared, and then yung sin x dx is negative du. Okay, negative cosine x, may negative ka, may minus sign, therefore plus. Then u squared, pag in-integrate, magiging u raised to 3 over 3 plus c. We have negative cosine x plus 1/3 of cosine x cube plus c. Okay, therefore we now have our final answer in example number 3. For number 3, we have integral of x tangent x squared dx. Ayan. So again, baka maisip natin since meron kang algebraic function x dyan and trigonometric function tangent x squared, maisip natin agad baka pwedeng IBP. But again, try natin muna si let u is equal to, again, nagle-let u tayo noong angle ng ating function. So ang angle natin dito is x squared and we get our derivative of u 2x dx. Check natin kung yung natira ba na x dx is siya si 2x dx. Kahawig. So para mas maging kamukha, i-divide natin both sides ng ating equation. We have x dx is equal to du over 2. Okay, so palitan natin in terms of u, we have tangent of u du over 2. Constant si 1/2, ilabas natin. Integral of tangent u du. So meron tayo kaninang shortcut formula na yung integral of tangent u du is equal to negative ln of cosine u plus c. So pwede naman natin siyang i-adapt to minimize our solution. So 1/2 times negative ln of cosine u plus c, or negative 1/2 ln of cosine, ano ang u natin? X squared plus c. Again, pwede natin gamitin dito yung positive ln second u kanina na pinresent natin na dinerive natin. So now we have negative 1/2 line ln of cosine x squared plus c as answer sa example number 4. For example number 4, we have integral of sine 10x sine 4x dx. Ayan. So kung titingnan natin, parang hindi naman yan pwedeng gamitan ng let u. Di ba? Pag nag-let u kasi, for example, either sa sine 10x and sine 4x, nag-let u ka ng sine 10x, lalabas ba sa du si sine 4x dx? So parang hindi naman. Even pag nag-let u ka ng sine 4x, hindi naman lalabas si sine 10x dx. So parang pwede na natin i-assume na hindi yata pwedeng gamitin si u, si let u, dito sa example 4. So once na hindi na nagagamit si let u sa ating solutions, pwede tayong humingi ng tulong kay integration techniques. So andun si IBP and andun si trigonometric integrals kagaya ng ginawa natin sa number 2. Here in example number 4, meron kasing isang integration techniques sa trigonometric integrals na kung saan yung sine u and sine v, yung product ng dalawang sine na yan, ng dalawang angle, is equal po sa 1/2 cosine of u plus, u minus v, sorry, u minus v minus cosine of u plus v. Ayan. So parang kulob po yung dalawang cosine ng 1/2. Ayan. So ito ay kinakabisado. Isa sa mga trigonometric identities po natin, particularly the product to sum formula. Okay, so product to sum or difference kasi minus. Okay, so i-apply natin dito sa ating integration. So papalitan lang natin yung nasa loob ng integral sign. So yung sin 10x, sin 4x, palitan natin ito. Ayan. So we have 1/2 cosine of ano ba yung u? Si 10x minus, ang ating v is yung 4x, minus 4x, then minus cosine, yung u natin na 10x, plus naman ngayon 4x. Ayan. Huwag kalimutan si dx. Okay, since meron tayong mga pwedeng gamitan ng distribution, no? Simplify lang natin, we have 1 half. Yung cosine, yung first na cosine, pwede natin gawin yan na 6x, cosine of 6x, minus cosine of 10 plus 4x is 14x dx. Ayan. So, pwede pa naman natin i-distribute si 1 half dun sa dalawang cosine natin. So, integral of 1 half cosine 6x minus 1 half of cosine 14x dx. Ayan. Then, paghiwalayin natin sila tuluyan dahil meron tayong minus sign sa gitna. So, integral of 1 half cosine 6x dx minus 1 half cosine 14x dx. And we have constants po dito na 1 half. Ilabas lang natin. And then we have integral of cosine 6x dx minus 1 half. Ilabas nyo lang din po. Integral of cosine 14x dx. Now, let's proceed to our let u kung kaya na. Okay, so pag nag-let u tayo dito, we have u is equal to 6x. Du is equal to 6 dx. Kahawig nung natirang dx. But we divide both sides by 6 para magkaroon ka ng dx is equal to du over 6. And then sa kabila, mag-let v naman tayo, 14x. Dv is equal to 14 dx. Para makuha si dx na natitira, divide both sides by 14, we have dx is equal to over um, dv over 6. Ay, 14, sorry. 14. So let's proceed to our next part na solution. Palitan lang natin in terms of u, yung ating solution. 1 half, yung 6x, palitan nyo ng u, magiging cosine u dx. Then we integrate, meron tayong sine u minus 1 half. Yung cosine important x, palitan nyo ng v, meron kang cosine vdv. So now, let's proceed to our solution kung saan papalitan natin yung x ng in terms of u. Integral of cosine u, then yung dx, ang value ng du over 6 minus 1 half, sa kabila naman tayo. Integral po ng ating cosine v dv over 14. So we have constant na 1 over 6 sa first term and 1 over 14 sa second term. Simplify natin, ilabas natin sila. 1 half times 1 over 6 is 1 over 12. Integral of cosine u du is sine u minus 1 half times 1 fourth na constant. So we will have 1 over 28. Okay. And then the integral of cosine v dv is sine v. Okay, plus C. And then babalik lang natin in terms of x yung ating mga sagot. 1 over 12 sine, ang u natin ay 6x minus 1 over 28 sine of 14x plus C. Now we have our final answer here in example number 4. For last example sa ating trigonometric functions, we have 5 integral of cosine 2x e raised to sine 2x 2x dx. Ayan. So we have trigonometric and exponential function dito. I-try muna natin si let u. And since meron tayong exponential function, ang usapan natin kung ano yung exponent niya, yun yung kadalasan na inilet u po natin sa solutions po natin. So in that case, we have derivative of u of cosine 2x times 2 or du is equal to 2 cosine 2x. Okay, so kung napapansin natin, wala namang 2 yung natira na cosine 2x dx. Kaya i-divide natin both sides by 2. So we have cosine 2x is equal to du over u. Palitan lang po natin, we have cosine, sorry, e raised to u du over 2. Okay, 2 po yun. Pinalitan ko lang. Next, may constant ka na 1 half, ilabas mo lang. Integrate e raised to u is just simply e raised to u plus C or yung 1/2 natin, yung palitan natin ng sine 2x plus C. Therefore, yung ating item number 5 is equal to 1/2 e raised to sine 2x plus C.